and welcome to my YouTube channel, Kiwi Bushcraft and Survival. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the J hat, otherwise known as a jungle hat or a boonie, generally by other people around the world. The J hat is a hat that is designed generally for the military. In this case, this is a Multicam J hat, and it's designed to break up the outline or the shape of the head while you're out in the bush. The reason for that is because the head or the body, the human body, when it's in the bush, it silhouettes itself against the bush. The outline, you can tell a human body when you're looking. So in a combat survival situation or in an operational environment, you need to break down the body or the shape of the body. The jungle hat does that purpose very well for the head, and obviously it's needed. Okay, if the enemy sees you, you're going to get shot. In the case of a hunter, if a deer or another animal sees you, like a duck or whatnot, they're going to get away. Okay, they're going to run away. So, the J hat, what have we got here? The J hat's made up of, this particular J hat has a couple of air vents on each side. We've got two here and two on the side here. Okay, and these air vents have like a little bit of metal mesh there, and they're designed that the air can go through. Okay, so sweat can evaporate, air can go through, cool down the head if needed. Being in the jungle, okay, it can get quite humid, and obviously you can perspire. So you want the sweat or the heat dissipating out of the jungle hat. Not absolutely necessary to have the vents there, but it's a nice addition to the J hat. On this particular one, we also have a couple of clips. You've got the male clip here and the female clip here. Okay, and they simply clip into each other. Alright, like so. Okay, and same with the other side. Obviously you can do it quieter if you just muffle the sound. Alright, obviously that's what you'd want to do out in the bush in a tactical situation or when you're hunting. So you can obviously have the J hat up if you've got the clips on both sides, or just up on one side. Okay, or you can have it down on both sides, which is how I prefer. This particular J hat also has around the rim here, or not around the rim, but around the hat here, a bit of webbing that's been stitched into place. Okay, now it's good in the fact that you can add in additional foliage like vines or leaves or whatever you want to, so you can blend in with your surroundings within the bush better. If you are a hunter, you can put like a coloured material through there, okay, so it stands out like a bright green or bright orange, whatever colour you want, and just in and out, okay, around it, so it stands out a bit better. In a tactical situation, you want to probably get a fabric paint and paint over this and around it, okay, the same colours as the Multicam here, just to break up this outline, because in the bush, because it's straight lines, it stands out. It's going to silhouette not only with the bush, but it silhouettes with the J hat. As you can see, it stands out, okay, and you'll be seen. So you really want to break down anything that can make you stand out or be seen. In a survival situation or a combat situation, okay, it can mean the difference between life and death. So it's quite serious. With the brim of the hat around the outside here, some soldiers get an abrasive and shave all this off, okay, or make it very jagged and stand out. I think that's starting to get a little bit over the top. I don't think it's absolutely necessary. I think the curvedness of this here breaks up the J hat on its own. At the base of the J hat, we have the string, and it's very important in the fact that when we wear the J hat, and I prefer to wear the J hat, it's got a thing here where we can adjust the length of the cordage, okay? And what I prefer to do is when I have the J hat on, okay, I prefer to have the cordage or the string around behind the ears. And this way it just basically keeps the string out of the way. Alright, you don't want it too tight. If you have it too tight, you restrict your own movement, okay, and pretty much suffocating yourself, okay. It's not that great. Down here is give it a bit of room to so you can breathe, and you don't want to be restricted. All right. It is a bit of a risk, you know, obviously if the enemy was to come behind you and pull this off and use it to strangle yourself, probably not the best. Chances of that's pretty remote, pretty slim anyway. Most of us Kiwi soldiers, we prefer to have the string slightly up a bit higher, and then we prefer to wear the string towards the back here, as you can see from behind here. Okay, that's okay when you're just around camp, or you're in your base camp, and you know chances you're not going to be coming under contact in any way, or you're not going to be running through the bush. However, if you're chasing pigs or you're in a combat situation where you come under fire and you need to be running through the bush to get to the contact area, you want to have your string behind your ears, okay, in front and behind the ears, as I showed you earlier. Okay, this means that if you knock your J hat off, okay, you're not going to lose your J hat. You definitely don't want to lose it, because obviously it's helping to camouflage you and hide you, and you don't want to be seen. If you get seen, you can get killed. Right, simple as that. So the shape that you have the J hat is completely up to you. Some people have it up like this, alright, and I'm not quite sure why. It doesn't even sit properly on your head. It's like, you know, it can fall over your eyes, and that's the last thing you want. You know, I prefer, as most soldiers, having it nice and tucked down, okay, and flat against the head here, okay. Now, the good things about the J hat, obviously, as we said, it helps camouflage you, it helps break up your outline, your shape of your head. It also protects you from the rain. So as the rain's coming down, it's hitting here and running off. So you're not getting rain in your face all the time. And of course, you're not getting rain in your eyes. So you want to be able to see what you're doing. You want to be able to, obviously you've got to be looking through the bush, looking for the deer or whatever you're hunting, or the enemy. And so it's vital that you haven't got water going into your eyes, okay? Or the other thing is it stops like bushes, you know, that fall down, you know, twigs and stuff like that going into your eyes. You know, you don't want stuff in your eyes. So this protects you. The other thing it obviously protects you from is the sun's rays, okay? or the glare of the sun. Now, the last thing you want is the sun getting in your eyes and you can't see properly, or you can't target whatever you're shooting at. So this here helps to give you that shade and protects your face from sunburn, but it also protects you from the sun glare, okay, so that you can actually do your job and you can do it well. During the day, if you're going to be having a bit of a sleep, you can lie back and you can bring the brim of the hat over, and it's quite nice and comfortable, you know what I mean, to have a bit of a sleep. So the J Hat, all in all, is a brilliant hat. I'd highly advise anybody that is interested in or thinking about getting one to get one. You can't go wrong, even if you're not taking it out hunting, or if you know, not in the military or anything like that. You can just take it down to the beach, you know, and use it as a beach hat as well, or an everyday hat when you're mowing the lawns and things like that. So it's a brilliant hat. It's got lots and lots of features, and I'd highly advise it. So thank you for coming to my channel. I've got a lot of other videos that are coming up, and please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.